Hi, it's Mark Cochran again, and it is day 5, and we're at the school shooting for First Do No Harm. And today we had a lot of kind of tedious stuff of our star, Kenny Marrero, who plays Jesus Torres, running around the halls back and forth, and he discovers 2 of his coworkers that have been shot. And so that was kind of an interesting scene to do from a lot of different angles, and there were some things that had to be done to make that work by those people behind the scenes that you never get to see or meet, but today you're going to do that. So ladies, would you please step in? This is Latia Curtis. She's head makeup, hair, wardrobe, and her assistant, Ashley Pond. They had some specific challenges today, especially with makeup. Latia, tell me what went on today that was unusual.
Today, Mark, we did blood for the shooting scene, so we set that up on Principal Hardwick.
Yep.
And Bob Simpson, Officer Bob Simpson. So we did a lot of blood today, so it was definitely a little bit more than a fluff and a polish.
Right. Yeah. And of course, you had uniform issues as well.
Yes.
With our especially our resource officer who
Absolutely, yeah.
was shot.
The guy who plays Bob Simpson, Bill, was a cop before, and when we were trying to find creative ways around the costume for him, him being a former professional police officer, said, we're going to have to get a better uniform. So the folks at Design Lab down on Haywood Road helped us out with uniform tops and buttons and pins, so he looks really, really authentic, and the folks at Allen Arms supplied us with some of the doohickeys that go, like his holster and his utility belt. Things like that helped us out a lot.
Good, yeah, it looked very authentic, and hopefully when you see it on screen, you'll think that as well. We also had some issues that we had to deal with today with weapons, because we had a couple of shots that had to be fired, and we had some prop guns that we used, and I think they turned out, looked very real. Ashley, I see you quite often popping in there to touch up makeup here and there. I know yesterday, I didn't talk about this, but yesterday you did a good bit of dirty makeup
Yeah.
on Jesus, as he had to change a flat tire and be dirty from head to toe. And I thought that was kind of interesting. I thought you did a fine job. So day to day, you don't see it, but they do it, and it makes a difference. And I thank you for being here. Now, one of the things I had mentioned to you earlier, we talked during the course of the shoot, and I try to ask everybody, was there something particular when you heard about this project, anything in particular that drew you to this as opposed to something that you'd actually get paid a decent amount of money for?
Absolutely. The crew was number one. This is the 3rd time that I've worked with this crew. This is my first time being key hair, makeup, wardrobe. This is my first time having Ashley as my assistant. And the crew, they're the most professional, well put together, the best group of people to be around. I mean, every day I leave, I'm so inspired to come back the next day and do 150%, and I hope I can inspire my assistant to do the same, and it looks like she does. Everybody does such a great job.
I feel like both of you have done a yeoman's job with very little to work with, and I think you've done a super job in what you've done. So that wraps up for day 5. Day 6 is back here again in the school tomorrow. It's much more intense. Our hero actually encounters the bad guy. And there's quite an exchange there, and even an exchange of gunfire. So we'll be leaning on you girls a little more tomorrow, and that's all we're shooting the whole day. We'll be in one classroom the whole day, and it'll be full of children, teacher, so it's going to be fairly intense, very complicated, but as you said, we have a crew of people here that know what they're doing, so I don't think that'll be a difficulty at all. So join us tomorrow. We'll do one of these again. I don't know who will pick on tomorrow night, but hopefully it'll be somebody that can give you some insight into what we do day to day to make this happen. All right? Thanks a lot. We'll see you tomorrow.